Good with y'all boys. We back with some more Madden 26 Ultimate Team. I want to throw in my 2 cents about this whole update thing for the AP. Certain abilities being taxed more AP. I feel like Gunslinger. I feel like Gunslinger took it straight from the reason, but honestly, I feel like it wasn't warranted, right? So let me pull up my notes real quick on my phone. Unfortunately, I cannot post it right now, like on the screen. So bear with me as I read this off to you, right? Gunslinger goes from 4 AP to 7 AP. Tactician goes from 12 to 15 AP. QB Playmaker goes from 3 to 8 AP. Playmaker goes from 2 to 3 AP. And Threat Detector goes from 4 to 6 AP, right? Now, I have not used the Playmakers or Threat Detectors, right? So I can't really say about my personal experience with those abilities, right? Tactician, Tactician is cool and all, but I feel like you really don't need it this year because QBs can audible quickly anyway. Some quarterbacks have like a slower animation, like during hot route like Cam, right? You might get one or two off. You go for your third one, but then like he'll pose like in the air. You know what I'm saying, like a statue type shit, right? Which to me isn't that big of a deal in my honest opinion. Like obviously you guys know if you're watching the streams that like every night daily that I use Cam Newton and I've never had a problem with that animation, right? So to me, tactician, I really don't like it's cool to have. It's cool to not have. It doesn't really affect me, right? I don't use it anyway because right now it's 12 AP. This is ridiculous. Reason why it's 12 AP is because which we'll get to, right? This is the main problem, right? EA Sports cannot fix your game. So the reason why it's 12 AP is because when you use tactician, right, you're able to run off like hot routes in the speed of light. You could possibly get off like 10 hot routes in like 1 second. Is that ridiculous, right? You also, if you call a play, flip the play. As you're flipping the play, you can still audible and get your hot routes off too. It's pretty nasty, right? So that's why it's 12 AP because to like avoid the cheese, the calling the play, flipping it, then mid play, calling your hot routes, or just calling a play coming out and then you come out and just boom, 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 boom. It's like 10 hot routes on the field in like 5 seconds. Defense, then defense can't get set up. Once you try to get set up, you're gonna get quick snapped. Then you might get what's it called, switch sticked, or you might end up on your D tackle by accident. So that's why that's 12 AP, right? Again, that is a EA Sports problem. That should be fixed because Tactician the last 2 years since I've been streaming and putting out videos, it was never that glitchy. Yeah, like there will be faster animations, faster highlights being put out, and also Tactician gives you Playmaker as well, which we'll get to, right? Again, that's the EA Sports problem. You guys should fix your game because why is it the last 2 years that was never an issue, but now it's an issue. That's on y'all. Fix this shit, right? Um, Detector highlights blitzes during pre-play on 34th down. I don't use this, so I don't know. I guess it's that OP. I don't know because you could see the blitzer coming. Now it's up to you to actually pick it up. You know, so some guys will see that they're coming, but they still can't pick it up. So yeah, that is what it is, right? So now we get to the meat of this, right? The topic, right? QB playmaker and playmaker, right? So what the pros are basically running is a combination of QB playmaker and or playmaker with gunslinger, right? They try and like stack that, right? Unfortunately, Lamar don't get gunslinger, but guys like Jalen Daniels, Aaron Rodgers, Cam Newton, they will get that, right? I feel like that's the reason why they didn't give that to Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow or even the new quarterbacks like Steve Young as well because of that quote unquote issue that we'll get into right now, right? So what people will do online is they'll use QB Playmaker, and what this allows you to do is to change one of your receivers, your tight end or running back, change their route, mid play. So you hike the ball. Let's say you see that like there's like a wide wide open gap, middle of the field, right? They'll play maker their tight end to run that way, like on the slant or whatever, like mid play, and then now boom, it's a big chunk play because there's no one there on defense, right? And you could just playmaker anyone to go anywhere you want on the field. You could playmaker your running back, playmaker a receiver, slot receiver, tight end, and just have them like go like little holes on the defense if they're playing zone coverage, right? And but what they'll do as well too is they'll have someone like Lamar Jackson, running around the field, which is he's hard to tackle in the backfield. He's hard to sack at all. Like he's hard to tackle. He's hard to sack, hard to tackle, right? Like he's so fearsome that it has me fucking stuttering. It's that bad, right? So what they'll do is they'll run around with Lamar or someone fast like a Cam Newton or a Steve Young, run around, la da da da, and then just playmaker their receivers tight end around the field, and then basically it's like you can't defend anything, right? The simplest solution to all that, there's a simple solution to all that, right? Instead of increasing the AP of QB playmaker, right, and having to go from 3 AP to 8 AP, right? Instead of doing that, and the difference between QB playmaker and playmaker is only for receivers and tight ends, right? So let's say you have a quarterback that can't get QB playmaker, right? You will look for receivers or tight ends or running back that will get playmaker on them. And you can only playmaker that specific player, right? Whereas QB playmaker, you could use that on literally anyone on the offense. So that's the difference. That's the huge difference, actually, right? That's why QB playmaker is going from 3 to 8, whereas playmaker goes from just 2 to 3, because basically every quarterback has QB playmaker. So again, my suggestion, easy, simple solution to all this madness: make contains work. Wow, right? Contains already don't work in the game, right? Contains already don't work. It's so many times where we'll see someone call play action boot or play action rollout, and it just dumbs out the defensive line blitz angles. It dumbs out the contains, and now is pick your poison. They could either take off and run for the first down plus yards, or they could take their check down, or throw it's like the corner route or the cross or whatever, right? However, right, if contains was to work, now that neutralizes that play action boot and that play action rollout, right? Also, it neutralizes part of the QB playmaker, because what happens now is this, right? Now a Lamar Jackson or a Cam Newton can't just roam the pocket, running around the pocket, and just playmaker whoever they want to do. Now they have to be in the, like, now they're contained. Like, you trying to roll out, now it's gonna be like pursuit action. They gonna be on your ass. It's gonna be a sack, a tackle for loss, something, a pressure, a blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's incomplete because you got hit you through it. You know, it's so simple. Just make contains work, and that fixes about half the game on defense, right? Because there's still an issue with catching picks, right? Even with pick artists. Like, there was one game where Gonzo dropped a pick, an easy pick with pick artists. Ridiculous, right? It's an easy pick. It's double coverage too. It's not like he got boxed out for it. No, he was in front of the receiver, double coverage, and just dropped the pick, right? So having contained solves this issue with QB playmaker, and as well as, that's about it, right? But that's like the main issue that everyone was quote unquote complaining about, right? Oh, QB playmaker is busted. You could just change the route of anyone mid play, like have him go here, like all of a sudden, boom, he went from being on the street, now he's on the slant. No, just make contains work, and now all of a sudden they can't just roam in the pocket and QB playmaker whoever they want. No, now you gotta go through your reads or drop a drop a bomb before the play. It's simple shit. It's so simple. Gunslinger also got nerfed too. AP wise, I have no idea why. Um, I was a huge advocate for Gunslinger. Like, I love Gunslinger. Reason why I love Gunslinger so much, and I'm still using Cam, is because that ball comes out so much quicker with Gunslinger. And you might say quick draw would be, the cure to not having gunslinger, but that only works when you're under pressure, and it's not really telling you like how much pressure you have to be. Like, can the guy be like 5 yards in front of you, 2 yards in front of you? Like, we don't know that, right? We don't know. And then not just that, but then if that's the case, now you run the chance of a fumble happening or incomplete pass, right? Or now you're under pressure and it's red, and now it's a pick, right? But gunslinger, in my opinion, is by far and away the best ability on offense. It's because that this like this speed of the ball coming out of the quarterback's hand to the receiver's hand is just almost instantaneous. It's so good, and we need that because of one, where we are right now in the promo of most fit, where just about everyone has a +4 speed boost. You know what I'm saying? From the most feared +1 Kim when you go 20. Also, if you have 20 of a certain theme team, that's a +1. And of course, the most feared strategy item, another +1. And of course, if you go 50 for a theme team, another +1. So that's four. But most people have maxed a +3 for everyone for most feared. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, defense, linebackers, safeties are going to be faster to break on the ball. And now we have more. And now soon it's going to be more and more pick artists coming to the game. So that ball has to get out their hand faster. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like you have all these guys with pick artists, 94 speed soon, like 93 speed. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that ball out your hand. So I don't really like how they nerfed Gunslinger. I'm guessing that I don't know. I was gonna say I'm guessing that they won't be like an insane speed boost like the next big promo, like what's it called, like breakouts. But that doesn't make sense because by the time we get to breakouts, we should be seeing cards with like maybe 92, 93 stock speed, you know? So it's like you're gonna need gunslinger on your quarterback, and having to go from 4 to I think 8 AP is like, dog, what are we doing? Like, I get it. Because don't get me wrong, I'm an advocate for helping out defense too. But to touch gunslinger when, it's like, why? Because once you use gunslinger, it's like you can't go back. Just like once we start getting mid zones, you can't go back. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with pick artists. Once you get pick artists, there's no going back to corners without pick artists. Like at this point, you gotta start getting pick artists. That's like at some point, once you start getting mid zones, there's no going back. So it's like, dog, we got gunslinger. We can't go back to no gunslinger. That shit's weird. Even with a strat item, right? You get like a +5 to throw power. It's not the same. It's not. Don't get me wrong. It's still quick, but it's not the same. It's different. Gunslinger is just different. But that's why I stand on the whole AP thing and the whole it being taxed. Doesn't make sense. Dog, just take accountability. Fix your fucking game, EA. You know, just fix your game. Make contains work. Make contains work, and most of the issues of why offense is so like insane, that shit will just fix itself naturally. Because in my opinion, right, when the game first came out, the first 2 3 months, whatever it was, right, I was saying the game is so fun. The only thing they had to fix was just the aggressive catch, tone that down because back in the early days, right, aggressive catch was king. You could aggressive catch with anyone. Like, dudes had Xavier Worthy, a 78 overall Xavier Worthy, right? Like, hold on. I gotta show you this shit real quick. I gotta show you real quick, right? What they was doing. Alright, let's try Worthy then. Spell that shit wrong. HY. Alright, bet, boom. They was using this card. Dudes was using a 79 overall, and he was still mossing. He was still mossing dudes when we got to game time. He was still mossing dudes. Even in game time, he was still mossing dudes. Shit made no kind of sense at all, right? 68 cats in traffic. He's 5'11". And this guy right here was the reason why the aggressive catch was so broken, right? Because dudes came out with Xavier Worthy, 87 speed, 68 catch in traffic at 5'11, just mossing the hell out of anyone, right? And it wasn't only him; it was everyone. All the low, bro, like every single low card was putting in pain. Every single low elite was putting in pain. Moss. It didn't matter how short you was. You could Moss. Let me see real quick. How about comments? Like it made no kind of sense. Like dudes who was 70s and up, ain't mad if you was like 5'10", 5'9", you was mossing with them. It made no kind of sense, right? So again, I was saying, though, the game is damn near perfect, right? All you gotta do is just fix the aggressive catching, tone it down, tone it down. If it's if it's like double coverage, triple coverage, like they can't go up in the air and catch it on three defenders because they was doing that. They would go up in the air and catch it like over three defenders. Didn't make sense. Two defenders didn't make sense. Like they would box out two, three defenders and catch it over them. It's like, bro, what? I'm saying, yo, fix that and just fix your contains and make zones play better. It's three things. That's all I had to do. Just fix three things. They can't even do that shit. We still don't have proper contains. We still don't got proper contains. We have zones that play better now, but now the problem still now is, and it's being fixed, right? It's being fixed. Was the drop picks. That was a huge problem too. The drop picks in the Morrison, right? But now, like I said, we're getting pick artists now, so that's going away slowly, right? But yeah, I was saying though, just fix contains, aggressive catch, and this game would have been damn near perfect. We in November, contains are still fucked, and as you can see, right, the fact that contains don't work still, it's taking a toll because players finna get faster, which means quarterbacks finna get faster. Michael Vick gonna come out again too. It's gonna be a new Lamar Jackson, a new Josh Allen, all these fast quarterbacks, Jalen Daniels, and contains still won't work, and contains still don't work. Now what? Now what happens? What happens when we get to zero chill, right? And it's a 95 stock speed. I don't know, Jalen Daniels. Now what? You know what I'm saying? Play action boot rollout. Now what? You know what I'm saying? With QB playmaker, dog. Just fix contains. You fix contains. You fix just about every problem with offense. Facts. But let me know what you guys think down below. Am I bugging? Am I tripping? Y'all agree with me? Is contains gonna solve this problem? Because personally, I think if you fix contains, then you could then lower again, bring back, tactician lower. You could lower QB playmaker because now they can't just roll around the pocket and you know playmaker whoever they want to playmaker. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't just do that shit. You feel me? But like I said, y'all be easy, y'all be safe. As always, God bless. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow night stream. I'ma holla at y'all.